Boom.
Hey, yo.
Tommy Shayhood
Hey, buddy.
in the Room Podcast. Wednesday night, man. On schedule.
That's right.
Couple minutes late.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
No such thing as
There
late.
is no time here,
No,
right?
There's no such thing. Time is an illusion, my friend.
It is just an illusion. So anyway, let me shut the volume down on my laptop because I do have the feed going. Let me see if there's volume first. I'm going to check that out first, Tommy. So,
Sounded like my phone ringing. And I have like some guitar.
all right, we're
Yeah,
good.
you sound
we
good.
have sound people, so I'm very happy with that. So, Tommy, man, we have a great guest tonight. We have Mike Antidormi.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Not his first time.
Not his first time. Not his first rodeo
No,
in the
he's
Room
cool.
Podcast. He has recently won the reality fighting 145-pound featherweight amateur title back on January 7th, the same night as Cage Titans. Remember when we went live and did a live fight
Oh, yeah, with
companion?
Shane.
We weren't able to do the reality fighting.
Right.
And you know what? Coincidentally enough, their feed didn't work that night.
Oh, really?
Their live feed. It didn't happen. But they did, I believe, record the fights as a backup because they release them on YouTube or whatever, or whatever they do later. So they did record the fights, but they had no live stream. So
Did they do a replay?
no, not that I know of.
No.
Nothing.
Can you go and access it? Is that the idea?
No,
nothing like that.
It's reality fighting. Once the fights are over, they're like, you know what I mean? They might send out the whole feed on YouTube. I don't even know if they have a YouTube
I was
channel.
going to say, so what's the point of recording it?
Because evidently Mike Motz has some of it because I stole it off his Instagram.
Okay,
But
so
he
they
got it from somewhere.
They can use it. Yeah, okay,
yeah,
that
they
makes
got it
sense
from
then.
somewhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know when
Clips or something.
where the fights are available. I'll ask him tonight.
Yeah.
But I don't think maybe they're up on YouTube now
Mm-hmm.
because the feed got screwed up and no one could watch them. But sometimes reality fighting, they kind of once the card's over,
Yeah.
on to the next one.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean.
it's too bad.
Skip's got Naga and everything else he's got to focus on and stuff like that. So yeah, Mike did win that title with a split decision against what's his name, Hancock, a dude named Hancock, pretty decent fighter out of New York. So we'll talk to him all about that fight. I didn't get to watch the fight.
No.
I saw a couple of clips that Mike put up, but it was a split decision win. We'll ask him
A
about
little bit
it.
of play-by-play.
Yeah, we'll let him talk to us about it, and then we can listen. I don't have to interrupt him and all that other good stuff. But
yeah.
Tommy, past week,
Yeah, man.
it's yours, man. How you been? What's
Good.
going on?
Low key. What was you? I wasn't here last week. Nothing really. Was there any fights on this weekend? Nothing. Not really. Right? We weren't really watching fights over the weekend.
Was the slap thing
Oh, yeah, I don't-
debut? No, well, there was football on last week.
Football. I was watching football on Sunday. That was good. Low key, hanging in the house. It was my daughter's birthday, so
That's right.
we were going out there. Happy 21 again. We celebrate all month for that, but the month is over now, so
Excellent. I did see pictures of you out
Yep.
with the family.
out and about.
Yes, I did.
Yep.
Man. So it's getting cold again now, too.
Yeah, I kidding. man.
Friggin' got your hoodie on there,
Yeah.
the New England MMA, and
It's a nice thicky one.
the podcast hoodie people there. Just let people out there in YouTube know that we are live on TikTok also on a separate phone because TikTok at this moment doesn't allow me to go live through OBS on my laptop. There's only kind of
On your phones.
well, I think it's different regions around the world that they have access because TikTok hasn't been around that long. A couple of years now.
Yeah, right.
So they're still
Working on it.
yeah, I think they might be, but I would love to stream through my laptop
Yeah, right-
on
right there.
or through Restream. That is another thing that's going to be happening. I have the next 2 days off, so I'm going to be hooking up Restream to OBS. So when I hit the button, it's going to go on Facebook. It's going to go on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
It's going to go on Twitter.
It goes on everything.
And I do have a Twitch channel now.
Wow.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Twitch.
It's under the Room Podcast, _Room_Podcast,
Okay.
just like you see here. That's the same thing on my Instagram, the same thing on my Facebook page. I kind of got that going.
Yep, that's
you know what
good.
I mean? That as one thing.
All synced.
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
all synced up.
And it's good for tax reasons because I am going to write off some stuff from the last year on here. You know what I mean? I spent some money in this room today.
Oh, yeah.
As you could see, the mic. So, as you could see, the mics. But
All those pennies that are coming in might
excellent. I made 4 cents.
All at once?
The last 3. No, I made 3 cents and another penny on my
Okay.
last one.
Okay.
So I did go live with an instructional video last Friday
Yep.
about how to become a podcaster or how to make videos
Yep.
or interview, make videos for TikTok without, having someone have to hold your phone. I brought, it was class. I'm not going to redo it, but tripods, lavalier mics,
Sure.
get started.
Yep.
And down the line, I'm going to teach them how to, if they want, podcast OBS. They're watching tonight. They're going to watch me interview Mike. And even though I do know Mike, but, they can see how I operate, how spazzy I am.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. How many people were watching the class?
Well, last week, I don't know how many tuned in, but it got 1,400, 1,500 views.
Cool. Yep.
Tonight, 18 people registered to join in.
Okay.
So when class comes, my TikTok has kind of leveled off.
Plateaued
I mean,
a
it
little
blew up to 70,000 followers. And now I'm getting like 100 a day, which, believe me, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now I just incorporate my own stuff in between the funny or cool fight footage I put up there. You know what I mean? Memes, cool shit. You know what I mean?
Very cool.
Make people interested. What time is it? 8:12. So I'm going to message Mike and ask him, let me know when you're ready to go. So yeah, Restream's going to be great, Tommy.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
And
Just all in one place.
Yeah, I'll be in chats all over the place. I'm not that I'm going to answer any, but you know what I mean.
You'll be reading it. Just because you get invited to the dance doesn't mean you want to go.
Exactly. I registered my reams is reels, everything to get paid down the line if anything, because some of my reels got over 1 million views on my ambassador page. Oh, he's ready when you are. All right, I'll say 2 minutes.
Yep.
2 minutes. 2 minutes for Mike. So some of my reels got million, but my ambassador page has been in so much trouble.
Yeah, right.
I can't monetize on there. But all right, he's good to go. But on the Room podcast and my Instagram and all that other stuff, and my actual personal page on Facebook, which is now, I don't know what they call it, a professional page.
Yeah. Artist page or something. Right?
I don't know. Now you can't just friend me. I have to ask you to friend me. You can follow.
Yeah, you can follow.
Yeah. So now I can, get paid for reels from then down the line. So that's why I'm posting so many reels. Most of them are probably not acceptable.
Allowed, kosher. Yeah, right. Kosher.
They might not be acceptable for the real gang. You know what I mean? When they stop paying
the
you for
real
it.
gang.
They don't want some of that stuff that I'm sending out.
Mark Zuckerberg's gonna fucking come over here.
He's not happy with me. All right, people, we're gonna get Mike Antidormi on the phone now. We're gonna talk to him about his fight and what's going on with him, because he did fight out of his weight class again. He went up again in 10 pounds, and now he's 2 fights in a row fighting out his weight class. Let's see if he's going to drop down, or people are still afraid to fight this kid at 135.
Sure, it's hard to find it.
So here we go.
Let's get him going.
Call. Hopefully this works.
Yeah, it should. He was good last time on it. So
yeah, he's always a good dude.
Yeah, it worked.
What's up, Mike?
Yo.
Hey, not much, man. Get comfortable, bro, and then I'll throw you in my screen here and stuff. All right?
Yeah, you tell me when I'm good.
Yeah, you're live right now. They're gonna see you in a minute, so I'll just have to fit you in my template here, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. Good to hear from you, bro.
You too, man. Always a pleasure, bro. So there you are, man. You are on screen. Mike Antidormi in the Room podcast, bro. Man, what's up, man? Happy New Year,
what's
by
up,
the way.
Mike?
Thank you, too. What's going on, bro?
Mike, man, let's talk about it, bro. You are the new reality fighting amateur featherweight champ. Dude, I didn't get to see the fight. It seemed like the stream went down, right? Was that the case with the whole thing?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they didn't even try to put it back up, I think.
No.
It just went down and they
said, fuck it.
But they recorded it, though, because you have some footage on your Instagram and stuff like that.
Yeah, the full fight is on YouTube, actually.
Okay.
Look up right on YouTube, Reality Fighting MMA. They got the full fight up there.
Excellent, my man. That's where you got the footage. And Tommy and I were talking about it right before you came on about, they got to have that footage somewhere, because you had great footage on your Instagram. So I was like, that. No one recorded that from the stands, you know.
Right. Yeah, no, that was the actual footage that they was supposed to be streamed, but they made us to record it anyway, so they got them up on YouTube. That was nice.
That's good.
I was happy with that.
So man, let's talk about it, bro. I believe that was your second time fighting at Reality.
Yeah. Second one at Reality.
Now the first
one at 45 for Reality.
the first one, what?
First one at 45 for Reality.
Yeah, your debut was what, at a catch weight or 135?
No, 35. Yeah, that was my only 35 fight actually.
Really? Everything else?
Yeah.
Why does this light sound like that? You're 4-0 now, so every fight has been at 145 except that 135 that you made your debut at, right?
Yeah, 2 at 45, 1 at 40. One of them was a catch weight with Cardona. Cardona was a catch weight at 40.
That's right, man. That was your debut at Cage Titans, correct?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Well, man, I'm gonna pick your brain about so many things because Tommy, before you came on, he said, wasn't Mike nominated for one of the awards for the year for Cage Titans? Were you?
I was, yeah.
Yep.
Breakout Fighter of the Year.
You.
They ended up giving it to Battle, which you can't be mad at that.
Oh no, I mean heavyweights or light heavyweights. I don't know. Is he light heavyweight or heavyweight?
I think they're heavyweights.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they steal the show, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Slugfest over there.
Yeah, but that's friggin' great to be nominated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was happy. I was honored just to be nominated.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. You know what I mean?
And
I
then
only fought up there a couple of times. You know, I'm out of town guy, so that was cool of them to nominate me.
and then you had a good fight with the kid from Connecticut, Jake. There, right?
Yeah, real good fight, tough fight. That was a fun one. Got better there.
Now, was that fight with him at 140 or 145?
That was 45.
All right. So from the Reality amateur debut, you've been progressively moving up because you haven't been getting the fights, as far as what I understand from talking to you in the past, right?
Yeah, yep, 100%. That's how it's been going. But I actually just got some news. I'm gonna be fighting for CES March 18th. So at Foxwoods, and that's gonna be a 35 title fight, 5-round title fight. So I'm very excited about that.
So wait a minute. I hope they can hear them out there. Wait a minute. So is this an amateur fight?
Say that again? Yeah, it's an amateur fight. Yeah.
So
they have a pro-am card, I guess, once a year or every once in a while. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's an amateur fight. Not going pro yet.
No shit, because I was gonna say they're giving you that's like CES giving you a title fight on your pro debut.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right? No, yeah. So they're giving me. I was excited because they're giving me a 5-rounder. So that's cool. I want to get that 5-round experience. You know, I was excited for that.
Yeah, and that's a thing strange in different promotions around New England. Some have amateur 5-round, 5-round scraps for the title, and some have 3. When I looked up Reality, it was a 3-round scrap, man. Why is that the difference in the commissions that have it that way?
Yeah, it's got to be. It's the commission, I would imagine. Mohegan's one of the tougher commissions. You know, they don't really let too much slide. So that is what it is. We found out actually after I took the fight. I thought I was under the impression it was a 5-round fight for Reality, and then they told us it was 3. So, but we wanted the title, so you know what I mean.
So let me ask you a question now. Pick your brain about that. So you're going in there thinking it's a 5-round fight, and when I've spoken to fighters in the past, I mean that's a different game plan. You can kind of feel the first round out. The second round you can pick it up. But as a 3-round fight, I mean, you could be down a round, and now you gotta kind of, you gotta pick that up and get that one back, man. So what's going through your mind, and how does your coaches talk to you and say, change the game plan, or what goes on with that point of view?
Well, not too much of a change of a game plan. I mean, we still want to go out there and get after it immediately. You know what I mean? Especially Dan always tries to emphasize that with me because. He tells me I'm too much like him, like I feel it out too much, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's funny you say that because that's exactly how it happened. We were expecting a 5-round fight, and then it got changed to a 3-round fight. It didn't get changed, but we were just unaware, and they told us it was a 3-round fight. And then, so in the first round, I overextended, I overcommitted on a strike, and he got me down. He took me down, and basically the whole round was me trying to get up, and then he got a bite on a submission. I defended, got on top, and then we got back up and started maybe 10 seconds left in the first. So exactly how you're describing that is what happened. So I had to. And my coaches were in the second round, in between first and second. They came in the cage and told me immediately, like, you lost that round. We need to get this one back immediately. If you want to be a champion, we need to win this round. And they were very adamant. Rob Cipriano and Dan Dubuque, man, it's just an all-star corner. You know what I mean? They really lit a fire under me after that first one and made a difference in the fight for sure.
So going into I mean, of course you won that second round. I mean, a split decision win. So going into that third round, you're 1-1. Same kind of talk to you. What's the talk between rounds then?
It was more at that point. I had picked it up and I found my distance and I had stuffed a couple takedowns. So we were feeling much more confident about where the fight was going at that point. So it was more strategic advice at that point between those two rounds because I did well in recovering from the first and I really took the second definitively. And so we were confident that I was going to carry on that momentum into the third. So it was mostly just like strategic advice.
Well, Mike, as you're speaking now, I have the clip from your Instagram with your fight here. As far as that little highlight you put, is that from all different rounds, or is that one particular series from a round?
Yeah, I think that's the second round. It's clipped up. I think the leg kicks were earlier in the round. There was a nut shot in there, and the leg kick started right after the nut shot. I started ripping the legs, and then I got him on the cage, and it's funny that's combination that you see that cross with the step into the overhand is exactly what me and Dan and Sip were drilling the entire camp. It's amazing that it works out like that every time, dude. My coaches are, you know what I mean. My hand, I have nothing but good things to say about those guys, man. They were on point.
Well, dude, that was the round that they told you to pick it up, and you damn did pick it up. What was your change in there? I mean, you said he held you down the first round. How did you avoid that going into the second round and pick it up and take over the fight?
Just being smarter with just my distance and understanding. Like the second round, he actually took me down too. I mistimed a back fist, and he got a quick takedown, but I was up immediately in that round. He went for a dart. So I went to half guard and to a knee shield and tried to come up to a single leg and hit like a knee tap, and he shot it. He threw in a dart off of that, and he did his best in the first to try and hold on to it, but I was able to escape. And then after that, it was basically the same sequence, but it was much easier. You know what I mean? He didn't have the darts the second time nearly as threatening. So. That was pretty much it. And after that, I was just well aware that he wanted to take me down, and so I changed a little bit of my aggressiveness in a sense, because I didn't want to give up the shot too easily after that.
Excellent. Well, dude, as Tommy said, you were nominated for that, that award at Cage Titans. Is this? I mean, you won a title, but as far as your performance, do you think this is your best one from the start of your career as an MMA fighter?
Yeah, I will say yeah. I would say yeah, because I do think I'm getting better every single fight. Like I would beat my ass, my previous self. I would beat my ass. You know what I mean? I watch my fights back, and I'm like, Jesus. You know what I mean? The progression is there for sure, but I feel like I can always get better. I did so many things wrong in this past fight. You know what I mean? And I gave him that opportunity in the first, which is unacceptable. You know what I mean? I was able to tough it out, and I had the knowledge to be able to get out of the submission. But yeah, I would say it's my best fight, but I don't want to pat myself on the back too much because I definitely did a lot of things wrong. Dan let me know that.
Excellent.
They
excellent.
always will.
Well, my man, let's talk about the crowd. The walkout, I have that also. I stole off your Instagram. Thank God for Instagram, man. I could grab everyone's shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
dude, I mean, you're fighting in your crowd. No stranger to your coach. Also, Dan is fought there. You guys bring a hell of a crowd there, man. What was it like, bro, coming out your second time and fighting for a title at Reality Fighting, man?
Cool.
That's a huge, huge atmosphere, man.
And on top of that, they said that was the most seats they've ever sold for any MMA event in Mohegan Sun Arena history.
Nice.
More than any Bellator, more than anything. So that was cool to hear. There was like 6,000 people there, roughly 6,000 in attendance. So it was cool. You definitely felt it, man. That place was packed out. Like you could see in that video of the walkout. It's like There's a lot of people there, and you could feel the energy, man. It was cool. I sold a lot of tickets, so there was a lot of cheers for me. So that was a nice change of pace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I wish I was there live. Could hear it. I mean, just watching this video right now, I got it up and you walking out, man. Great song, by the way. Great walkout song. Is that something that changes every fight? Your walkout song, or is that something that?
Yeah, I change it. I change it almost every time. There's been a couple times I didn't have the choice of song, but so that sucked. But yeah, most of the times it's like whatever is firing me up during that camp is what I'm gonna go for the walkout.
Excellent, man. Well, it looked like you absorbed that whole walkout. Some people, I talk to when they're walking out to the cage, they're kind of, zoned in to the cage and everything that's going around them. They're not paying attention. But that was something that you planned on absorbing, walking out, right?
Yeah, I do. I feel like I do that well in every fight. I feel like it's important to just be present. You know what I mean? And like enjoy this.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's a moment in time. You know what I mean? And you're never gonna get that back. It's never happen again. You know what I mean? No matter what happens in the future, no matter what kind of bigger fights that I have, you know what I mean? Past this, it's like those moments, man. They're important to me. And so many people for me there. You know what I mean? I just want to, exactly like you said, absorb it. You know what I mean? Just be present and enjoy that moment.
Well, bro, I'm sure you had an Uber or someone driving you home from there. How'd you guys celebrate after there? I know the team. I know Dan. I know you guys like to have a little fun after a huge win like that, man. Not to go into too many details, but there's a lot to do there's a lot to do at the casino after you win, man. How fun of a night did you have after that?
About as fun as it could get.
Nice.
We had a good time, dude. We had a blast. The reality gives you a couple rooms, so they give you a room the night of the fight too at the casino, so it's beautiful. You know what I mean? You just get to party it up, and then you get your hotel room with whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? It's the best, man. It was cool. We had a good time, man. I didn't have to drive, thankfully.
Yeah, I would imagine. Excellent. Last time I was there, bro, I don't know. I forgot what I was there. I was a reality fight. Fighting, but I don't know who was there fighting. But I remember Dave DeReo. I ran into him. Yeah. He wasn't fighting, but he was there for somebody, and he was there with Addison O'Neill, all those guys. I think that's all those guys. And he had a suite upstairs. He just sucked me right in with them. They had a bunch of pizzas. I didn't get home until like 6 a.m. I was like, dude,
Yeah, man. The casino will do that to you, man. They got no clocks and that.
Yeah.
No windows,
Purposely.
Nothing like that. They just want you to enjoy yourself.
There's
no such thing as time when you're there.
Yeah, and when you run, reality fighting, when you run into everyone you kind of know and everyone's doing their own thing and you just fall into different waves here and there. As far as me, I was just joining everyone's party, and then Dave DeReo just sucked me up into his room, and I ended up there.
It's funny you say that because I saw him like before my fight, not afterwards, but I saw him before my fight, and I was chopping it up with him at one of the restaurants. It's funny you say that.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. He's a real good dude. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but yeah, kudos to him, bro. So I know you can't give major beans here, bro, about CES. That was all news to me. I see that they're throwing out their posters now. I didn't know it was an amateur card also, because man, I would rant and rave about it because I have complained in the past that CES needs amateur fighters. You know what I mean? They need to get them showcased on their show, and going to Foxwoods and, getting out of Twin Rivers and Rhode Island, man. Kudos to them for getting you guys some play there, man. How excited are you, bro? I don't know, where, I don't know where this is in your, lifetime achievements, but fighting for CES at Foxwoods, man, on a pro amateur card is pretty damn big, man. They don't come around that often.
100%. Yeah, I'm very excited, especially because like CES is like a super prominent pro organization around me. You know what I mean? Like that's like our biggest one that's close to us. And it's nice that I'll be able to get my foot in the door with them. For an amateur title fight, nonetheless. It's like that's like super ideal for me, and definitely a milestone like in my career as far as I'm concerned. I appreciate the opportunity. I have aspirations to go much farther than I've gone so far, right? But it definitely is, like I said, I really do try to enjoy every little milestone and because you know what I mean. This moment will never happen again, man. This is just good to soak it in, man. I'm excited for it. I'm very excited.
Well,
yeah.
the casinos are only about what 20, 15, 20 minutes apart. Is Foxwoods closer to home or a little farther?
About the same. Really.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like
About
right
the
next to
same.
each other, aren't they?
So
pretty much?
so you're gonna need a ride home again.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping they give me a hotel room too, but we'll see what happens. I'm trying to work my magic. We'll see.
Dude, I've partied more at Foxwoods because they had lion fight there all the time, and I used to go cover that. I'd be in the Scorpion Bar like all friggin' night, like carrying me out of there. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, I'm gonna see. I want to do a fight companion, but I might have to go to that Foxwoods show just to hang out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fun
around there.
one.
It'll play by ear because that was gonna, dude. Before you mentioned that you were fighting on that card, you know how you and I, Dan, have spoken about doing a fight companion together.
Yeah.
That was going to be my suggestion. That do a fight companion on CES because I didn't think Dan would be fighting, and I certainly didn't think of amateur you fighting because I didn't know anything about the amateur card. But
Let's do it from a
Yeah,
suite.
we're gonna have to switch that up.
well, yeah, Tommy just suggested we do a fight companion from a suite at Foxwoods.
Right?
There you go.
Come
man.
on.
That would be awesome.
And this one's way better. CES is usually at Twin Rivers, so
Yeah.
Foxwoods is way fucking better than that.
Yeah, they got the stands. It's going to be a great view for everyone there, man. You get to sit real close to the cage from the other side. Man, that's a great place to.
And Twin River fucking
Yeah,
sucks.
I've
Market.
I've never seen a fight over there, so I don't know what the cage is gonna look like.
Yeah, I don't know how they set it up, but if it's in where I think it is, it's set down and it's
Where they do
stands around.
concerts and shit, right? In that kind
I
of
don't
hall?
think it's in that one.
No?
I don't think.
I've never seen a fight there,
I'm
but I've
not
seen
sure.
shows. Yeah.
I don't want to say where exactly in Foxwoods it is, but it might be where they had the lion fights, because that's where CS had their last card at Foxwoods. I believe was in there. Maybe boxing they have in the bigger thing. I don't know.
But we'll see.
But my guy, let me ask you another question about CES, because now they're throwing out posters there, and you might have got yourself in trouble, not announcing your thing, but.
Yeah,
poster, I see.
That's all right. No one's watching, bro, except your fans. That's all good.
CES definitely not.
Yeah, CES isn't. So listen. There was a poster that came out today,
Yeah.
and there's a former opponent of your coach, Dan the Champ, Dubuque, fighting on that CES card. Nate Garib's fighting a featherweight bout, I do believe, right?
I just saw that too.
Did Dan just see that too? Is it?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I haven't talked to Dan in a couple of days. They just posted that. They just posted that today, like an hour ago or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're getting in some practice before they challenge Dan again. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going. But man, that would have been fireworks for you and Dan to be on that same card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would have been cool. We've been trying to do that for a long time. We've been trying to do it for the past year and some change, try to get on the same card, but it hasn't happened yet. I'm sure it'll come to a fruition eventually. But
yeah, you're definitely. I mean, who knows? You might be making your pro debut when he's defending that title next time.
fucking awesome.
You never know. Fuck, man. The possibilities are endless with you two guys, man.
Yep.
As far as, dude, I don't ever stop talking here. As far as, CT Combat, dude, you guys doing a lot of jiu-jitsu tournaments. You're always staying busy on the mat. It looks like you have something coming up, or you did. I don't know what's going on with you, man. We'll talk about the jiu-jitsu side of your camp.
Yeah, we got a lot of jiu-jitsu matches coming up. We got my younger brother and one of our black belts and one of our new blue belts are all competing on top level pro grappling. They all got two of the three have no gi, one of them's in the gi. And then just local tournaments like Nagas, Gammon, IBJJF. A lot of guys are doing those. We got a guy, I think two guys now. Another guy just got a match on IGC, the next IGC, Ironman grappling. So those are always fun. Always ran really well. Yeah, I mean we're constantly trained in jiu-jitsu, man. I love it. In the gi, no gi. You know what I mean?
Did I see you just got your purple belt, Mike?
I did. Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, I
Fuck
just got
yeah, dude.
promoted just
Yep.
recently, a few months ago.
Yeah, I follow your Instagram, so I'm all about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. My Tommy is a purple belt as well, man.
Yep.
So
Nice,
It's-
dude.
it's-
Where do you train?
I train out of Triforce. I just came from there
Oh.
today, you know?
Okay. Nice.
So-
Yeah, me too. I just left the gym actually.
Yeah, every time I come here on Wednesdays, I just did about 2 hours in the gym, so
Beautiful.
yeah, it's a be a good thing.
yeah, I did 2 hours in the bed before
Yeah.
this fucking show.
Yeah.
I'm old. I took a nap before the show.
He
That's too
used to
friggin-
come into Triforce, and I always try to get him to.
Oh my God!
You
it's
know why
awesome.
I want him to come in now.
You can always get good sleep at the gym too. It might not be.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the best way to catch a nap, but it's possible.
Hey, when you're that tired, man, you
Yeah.
can sleep on a railroad track.
on
It
the
don't
mat.
matter.
That's like a bed, that mat. You know?
Well, my man, dude, January 7th, we got what? Two and a half months or so between fights. You said you wanted to stay busy like this, man. Did you get to kind of you celebrated that night, but did you get to eat some of your mom's dishes and all that other stuff?
Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely. Yeah. I didn't short myself on that front at all. I went hard. I gave myself a good week. You know what I mean? About a week, and then it was time to get back. I mean, I never stopped training. I was training, you know what I mean, that first Monday back in the gym, but I definitely wasn't on top-notch nutrition as I usually am for that first week back, you know?
Excellent, my man. Well, dude, we'll definitely get a one-on-one interview when your opponent's announced and when that's all officially out there, stuff like that, man. But dude, man, congratulations on all that.
Oh, yeah.
The success, man. It's been a big year. I mean, even though it's a new year, it's been a big friggin' year for you, brother.
It has. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, as far as the pedal to the metal, man. Is this something? I mean, what do you do? What do you do outside of fighting, as far as hobbies, job and stuff like that? Like, you don't have to talk about your job or where you work, but what do you do as far as hobbies and what keeps you busy outside of fighting and training?
I do a lot of things. I still, I do a lot of training, but I go to work every day. I'm a plumber by trade, so
Nice.
I'm I try to, you got to get that money. I got to pay for these camps.
Yeah.
somehow.
It pays good
But,
money, too. That.
Yeah, so I do side work, I buy and sell things online. I have a couple little hustles that I work on throughout the days, you know what I mean, when I'm in between training, and I have a few hobbies. I play all kinds of sports, you know what I mean. I shoot a recurve bow.
Oh, nice.
I'm always
Nice, man.
practicing shooting my bow, yeah. So, yeah, I do a lot of stuff, but fighting is definitely in the past 3-4 years has kind of consumed my life.
Well,
And,
it's showing, man. You're thriving. Always in a fucking great fight, bro. You got a title fight March 18th, I do believe. Did you check out anything that went on with the Cage Titans fights? Was there anything from that card that impressed you? I mean, was there anything, you got a matchup coming, but was there anyone that stood out to you as far as what you've seen in that card and anything, special?
Yeah, I mostly watch and take good notice of my own weight division. You know what I mean? So I see Valdina out there killing it.
Yep.
I see a bunch of these guys. I'm excited for the future, man. I'm excited to go pro and but just put my skills to the test, man. That's really what it's all about. Like I said last time, I like the challenges, man. I want to just get tough fights, man, and really prove that I belong amongst the ranks of the best pros around here. You know what I mean? For sure. And then beyond that, I believe that I'm only scratching the surface of my potential. I really do believe I'm getting better every fight. I see improvement, constant improvement, and like I said, I see things that I'm doing terribly wrong also. So it just gives me more and more to work on. You know what I mean? The work's never done. Just want to be better every day. It's I see a lot of these guys out here. They're, you know what I mean, doing well. I'm not too big on calling people out or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely see a lot of good potential tough fights that are you know what I mean, easy to sell in my opinion.
Well, my friend, there's promotions opening up, getting bigger here. There's a lot of opportunity for you to move around, You know what I mean? But once you're in the CES kind of grasp there, they kind of like you to stick around and they treat you well if you're one of the guys they want to bring up. So man, congratulations on all the possibilities. You deserved it, man. You worked it. Your gym did a great job with your coaches, all that good stuff. Family, it looks like you're doing things right, getting tough fights, bro, and taking on challenges and taking chances, man. That's what it's about.
Hell yeah.
Right. I mean, life's a risk, man. You know what I mean? I figure I'm one of them people that if I'm not like taking a risk or like in some kind of potential danger, that I'm just like coasting through life. You know what I mean? It's just not good enough. You know what I mean? I need something to excite me. You know what I mean? So I'm like an adrenaline junkie in that sense.
Excellent.
But I want to touch on something you said. My family too, man. It's like the support system I have, dude. I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for the support system I have throughout my family, my coaches. Dan took me under his wing and just, you know what I mean? I can't. I don't even have words for how grateful I am for him. You know what I mean? And just all the people around me that they just support me to the end, and it means so much to me, man.
Excellent, my man. Well said, bro.
Yeah,
Anything you want to ask him before I let him go and give a shout out?
You just said Valdina's name. That'd be a cool fight. Two Italians going at it.
Yeah. I like that fight.
Yeah, down the line, who knows? I think he's got a couple of pro fights in here, but you can catch up real quick. In the year of 2023, bro. Get all that shit under your belt. Man, there's a lot.
I got a long way to go still. You know what I mean? That's why I don't want to be calling nobody out.
No.
Yeah.
Excellent, my man. You're on the right track. Great hands you're in, man. Tell Dan I said, what's up? Go check out that fucking poster, Dan. It's good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Got you.
Hey, Mott's, man. Shout outs, sponsors, social media, anything you want to say, and I'll let you go, man. Great talking with you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I want to shout out the Clocked Out podcast. It's my buddy. I'll be on his podcast later this week.
Nice.
Shout out Caveman Cryotherapy. They're my first and my only sponsor as of right now. But I think I told you last time I'm working on a new one, and now I got another one that is potential for this fight. So hopefully I have 2 or 3 sponsors for this fight, but we'll see what happens. Antidormi 911 on Instagram. Michael Mott Antidormi on Facebook. And I post all my stuff on there. You could go on my Instagram account, and I have a link for my YouTube channel. I just started posting stuff on my YouTube, so I'm trying to get going on that as well.
We'll push that.
Man, I appreciate you guys for having me on. Always showing me love, man. I really appreciate it.
Awesome stuff. Bro, you're always a great chat, man. It's always fun. I can't wait to hang out with you one of these times and, when we can have a beer together and bust Dan's balls and shit like that, dude. Last thing, do you do TikTok at all?
I do have a TikTok. I'm not too savvy with it. I haven't been. I'm going to start posting more on my TikTok as well. I honestly don't even know the name of it. So
that's all right. Because Mike, just one last thing. Last week I posted one video. It wasn't even mine. It was some guy getting his friggin' ass kicked. And I became a fucking TikTok star overnight. Yeah. I don't know how it happens. Dude, you be Adonis. Like, fucking stop posting on there. Dude, you'd be fucking Elvis by the end of the week. Get on that fucking thing and start doing some shit.
I'm not even on that either, Mike. That shit's
well, you're fucking 3 times his age.
I know, that's what I'm saying. 3 times less your age.
All right, Mike, man. I'll let you go. And, man, thanks for the great chat, bro. And congratulations on everything.
Thank you, brother. Always a good time.
Later, Mike.
I appreciate you guys.
All right, later, my man.
All right, have a good night.
Later.
Bye-bye.
What a good dude, man. Fucking good dude.
Yeah, for good shit. Like a ball buster. Yeah, that's good.
Awesome, man. So that's it. Mike Antidormi. Good for that kid, man. He's all class, that kid.
And he's young, too, so, like, fucking got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, Italians.
Yeah, right. They fight, they fight. Fucking Rocky Balboa,
Fucking awesome. Look at Beans. He mentioned amateur. I think someone might have said that to me, and it just went over my head as far as the amateur fighting and shit like that. But, dude.
No, it's a good fight.
Fucking amateur pro card at CES.
Foxwoods.
Yep. Foxwoods. Now, to get to where they're fighting, I think it's the Foxwoods Theater. I could be wrong. Now, the Foxwoods Theater is more of a theater.
Yep.
It's it's like a movie theater, but not a movie theater. The center is
Yeah, or like the Wilbur, like it's a
yeah,
stage,
exactly.
small,
And
not
speaking
arena.
of the Wilbur, that was their last Ami Pro card. Was
really?
at the Wilbur.
No shit.
Yes.
They do fights at the Wilbur?
No, well, I don't know if they do them now, but they. I want to say 6 years ago,
Okay.
7 years ago. I remember Connor Berry fought on that
Okay,
card
no
as a
doubt.
pro, but they had amateurs on that fight on that card.
Cool.
And that was the last amateur pro card I think they had, unless they had another one
I don't remember
in the
hearing
middle
anything.
at Foxwoods.
Yep.
But this is a big to do for them.
Yep. Pretty cool.
Good for them.
Yeah,
Good
pretty
for
cool.
the amateurs. Good. And if it's in Foxwoods Theater, man, I fucking love that place.
Maybe we'll go there.
No, we're not going to go. I was kidding. I might go party
Humoring,
after, but
yeah.
I am not going to.
I was gonna say
fights.
from a suite.
No.
CES hooked us up last time. Just tickets to their last
They
one.
ain't hooking me up.
No,
Are
they
you kidding
gave
me?
us tickets though.
They
last
give, they
time.
give tickets to the homeless. What are you talking about?
Just to fight though.
They got to give that shit
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, they wrap up their hands and make them fight.
I'm such an asshole. But I'm right. Oh my God. So anyway, that's what time is it? We'll go another 10 minutes together,
Yeah, sure.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Because you know what I want to talk to you about?
What's up?
I've been watching, God, because I've been having a couple of days off. I've been getting myself back into like watching
Stuff.
stuff. Yeah, but like, clips of shows, half-hour shows
Yep.
and stuff like that. And then I've been reading a lot of like murder mysteries and
shit.
watching a lot of, investigating, reporting.
Dateline. Shit.
A lot of like interrogations
Yep.
of like murderers. Then they get all that shit out of
Goddamn.
like I like that stuff.
Scary.
So there was one particular story that I just came across today, and it happened in Rhode Island, in Warwick, Rhode Island.
Buddy,
Remember Adam Emery, the Emery case?
maybe sounds familiar.
Well, let me recap it, because this is where we'll leave off with, because this is something I want to do.
Yep.
Kind of expand, like we just spoke about. So Adam Emery and his wife, Elaine Emery, they were coming home from somewhere, out with another couple, on a date night or whatever. And they were driving, and supposedly a car sideswiped them, and they chased the car down. And it happened to be the wrong car. And when they chased him down, Adam Emery got out and claimed he went to the car window, and there was a struggle, and he stabbed the kid in the heart, and the kid died there. Big case.
Yep.
They were a popular family, I think, or something like that.
Emerys.
They were claiming self-defense. The prosecution claiming, road rage. It was premeditated. Blah 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 blah.
Yep.
They chased this kid down, and they basically, murdered the kid. So it was a huge case in Rhode Island.
Yeah. The name sounds familiar,
Adam
but
Emery.
just
So
the
what
case
happened
is not
is,
so familiar.
after everything, he was convicted of manslaughter.
Okay, that's a less charge.
I think it was manslaughter.
Yep.
But he wasn't sentenced yet, convicted.
Yep.
He was out on bail the whole time. The whole time. When he was convicted that day, when he was walking out of court, him and his wife had a couple of words. They were never seen again.
What?
Their car was found on the bridge that night with clothes, and either was found. He was never found.
What? So the
The
guy.
FBI still has him as a missing person. Life insurance and everything else has him as deceased. They have a tombstone in, I think it's in Newport, might be in War, I don't know, with both their names on. But the FBI and them still
Have never found him.
claim he's never found his body. They found his wife's skull. So there are, conspiracy theories that, he made his wife jump first. He pushed her. They had a pact, but what he whispered or what she whispered to him, I don't know the exact thing, but we're going to talk. I think we're going to.
Okay. I'm gonna have to research this.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I think we're going to talk about the story.
Okay.
I
like true crime stuff,
because there
especially if
has
we're talking
been,
about it.
the FBI won't say it publicly, but they said there has been sightings of him. It could be bullshit, but there are still people following the story.
So me not knowing anything in this case, they think So he was convicted, not sentenced. So he maybe made himself disappear.
Made himself disappear.
Yep. Killed her and then disappeared.
Or the car was found. Who knows? But they found her skull, so
Yep.
she definitely
Yep.
ended up in the water.
She went first.
And the car was there. They tracked them the day before. Oh no, the same day, because it all happened in one day.
Mm-hmm.
He was convicted. They took off, and boom, they're missing. They went to a sporting goods store and they bought fish weights, they bought weights, weighted vests or something like workout stuff that
That'll weigh you down
would
in the
keep
water.
them down.
Sounds sketchy, man. I don't know.
Something you want to
Yeah.
check out.
I like that
Maybe
stuff.
watch a documentary on it, and
Or listen to a show.
and
Yeah.
do our own show
Yeah.
and our own analysis on what's going. I lived in Warwick. Warwick is right down the street from me.
You
It happened at Rocky Point.
Do you know any of these people?
I know a cousin of
Yep,
the Emery's.
okay,
When
yep.
it happened, I was at his house.
Jeez.
I was probably 23, 24.
Okay, so this happened a while ago.
Yeah, 90s, 94.
Okay.
So I was at my friend's house, and they got a call that he got arrested for murder. That's why it's kind of intriguing.
Sure,
me.
that's why you want it.
I'm part. Like I remember it, and I lived in Warwick. I went to Rocky Point amusement park. That's where it happened.
Yep.
I'm not sure if Rocky Point was still open as far as a functional amusement park, but it was definitely, a place people went and partied and
sure.
Drive through and everything like that. They had the shore dinner hall. They got clam cakes and stuff like that over there. So it's an intriguing story.
Point
It's
Judith
Warwick.
Calamari.
Yeah. That's way to fuck.
Yeah, I know. I had some lousy point. I joined Point Judith Calamari in Point Judith, and it sucked.
Was it not breaded?
It was
right, or
it was soaked in oil. They put it in a box too oiled.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You think if you ate it at the restaurant or something, it would have been a
it
little
was in
better.
one of those little takeout boxes, the long ones, and it was just fucking oil.
Air fryer, bro.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Telling you, air fryer would have brought that shit right back.
I bet.
I have an air
I ate
fryer
it,
now.
I had one, but we gave it to my daughter. She took it to college.
Oh, fucking good for you, man.
Yeah.
I can't hate you for that.
So going back to the podcast thing, are you aware of the podcast called The Case? Kirk Minahan. Do you know Kirk?
Yeah.
So it used to be Kirk and Callahan on WEEI.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Kirk Minahan, that show's gone. Kirk left. Now Kirk Minahan is Barstool, does a podcast called The Case, goes and opened up an old cold case, and they say he fucking solved the murder with this.
Is it just him, or does he have people
It's just
work
him.
with him?
It's just his.
Really?
It's his podcast.
So he just investigates it himself
Yep,
and
and
gives
then-
his kind of.
His investigative
I'm gonna
journalism.
find Adam Abbott.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna find a bone or something.
That's what that Kirk
Something.
says. So you could. You mean you could?
I mean, I think he had, the family had some money because he went to. I mean, someone paid for his defense. It wasn't.
court appointed.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? He was married. His wife. They made a pact. It's supposed to be a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing.
Because he was gonna get 20 fucking years or something, maybe.
He would have been out by now, dude.
Yeah.
He would have been out by
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
by now, like 20 years, nothing. You know.
Yeah, he involuntary manslaughter. He would have been out by
I
now.
mean, you wouldn't get 20 years for involuntary manslaughter.
He would have got 7 to
Yeah.
20 or something like that.
Yeah, did
but they
5.
would've- Yeah,
Yep.
paroled and
Yep.
all that other stuff.
Maybe
He'd be
no
working
time.
for the post office. right now.
Involuntary manslaughter is pretty low key. Alec Baldwin, that's what he's gonna get. See what he gets.
Yeah, but he didn't. This wasn't road rage. Like Adam, I think there's different levels of
Sure.
manslaughter.
Sure.
You know what I mean? There's different.
Yep.
I don't know if it was involuntary.
Yeah.
Is there just
Yeah.
manslaughter and fucking
Yeah.
manslaughter 1, 2, all that other shit?
There's manslaughter and then there's involuntary.
Yeah, I
manslaughter.
think it was manslaughter. So
Yep.
he was going to get at least probably
Well, manslaughter is like
7 to
the
15 years or
lowest.
what?
No, I mean,
That's something.
manslaughter is when it's an accident. You know, like
Yeah, I don't know.
that's a low one. It sounds
I think-
bad. Slaughter. It sounds
Maybe
like
I'm
fucking.
wrong. We're gonna have to.
It goes
investigate this.
manslaughter first and second.
Adam Emery. Adam Emery.
We're gonna get it.
So, all right, bro. We went
Yeah,
just
so-
about an hour. So,
Yeah, good chip.
Who's over there? Keith Keepers. Everyone out there, man, on TikTok. Thank you for tuning in. So I forgot all about you. But I tried going OBS through my TikTok. They don't allow you right now. We talked about that, but when they do, I will. But people, if you want to see the other side, the coin, the editing version, go to our YouTube channel. And also, I will be back Friday afternoon giving my second class on podcasting and making videos, edits, all that other stuff. Last week, I brought up the gear that you need if you want to sound professional, look professional. A tripod.
That's my nickname.
Tripod, yeah. Lavalier mic. And a holder for your phone on that tripod, and you're good to go. So what I'm going to do, Tommy, is I'm going to record the process on here of going on OBS and stuff like that. And then I'm going to upload it to TikTok as a clip for, in the instructional video phase of TikTok. So people can go to the little clip and see how I set up OBS. I'm actually going to throw it on YouTube too. There's already people doing it, but I'm going to do it my own way.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
The Joe Schmo.
The Rhode Island way.
The Rhode Island way, when I don't do it correctly, but it's sufficient enough to fucking get you rolling. You know what I mean? Then you
Absolutely.
can figure out everything else from there.
Yeah.
You know what I
Make
mean?
it your own.
I'm not, I'm not Jamie, the producer of.
You're better.
Yeah, I'm better. At least I'm funnier and stuff. So anything you want to say before we out of here, Tommy? It's been a cool hour.
Yeah, good one today. Yep, I enjoy it. Even though I'm tired after class, I say it's going to be fun when I come down here. So
Excellent. Like I said, next week we will be restreaming, which means we will be streaming from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. So we'll see how that goes.
And we're going to try to get more Triforce guys in here
Oh,
as
yeah,
the fight's coming up.
Most definitely. I'm sure there's a few fighting. I'd love to have John Duma down here.
Yep. We were talking to him.
Yeah. When things can be announced, more people will come in. So good shit, man. A lot of
Cormier and Sahib. I always call him Shahib, and it's Sahib.
Yeah.
And he corrects me every time. It's because my last name is Shehud. It's because his nickname is Shaba on Instagram. But Sahib and Dan Cormier fighting at that reality fighting, is it?
Nope, at Combat FC.
Combat FC.
And that was going to be my next thing that we leave off.
Yep.
We have 2 fight companions coming up. Not this weekend, the following weekend. February 10th, Friday, is Combat FC 3. That's what you're speaking about.
I'll be here for that one.
You will be here with Shane.
Nice.
There might be a couple of people on the outskirts sitting here serving us pizza and stuff like
Please
that,
do,
getting
please
us beers.
Feeding us grapes and
Yes,
shit.
we'll be here. We'll be on Fight Pass, but we won't be able to see the amateur fights.
No.
Hopefully that's streamed somewhere. Maybe someone, Combat FC streams that for free.
Yeah, that's Sahib
on
too.
YouTube.
So we're gonna have to try to get in that one.
So we're not going to be here for that portion.
We might be here.
We might be
Yeah,
here, but
we might be priming ourselves
won't be. We'll be priming up. We will be live probably. I say 7:00.
Okay.
So we'll say 7.
Yep.
We were in here for 4.5 hours last time.
The one we were here with Shane and all that.
Yeah, that
the
was
late
Cage
night
Titans.
one?
They go.
Yeah,
way.
I was falling asleep.
Yeah, so we'll start at 7, and we'll go TikTok for the whole thing, of course. And then Saturday is Neff 51. I'll have Aaron Hughes and one of his training partners here, Ryan.
That should be cool.
Aaron Hughes just announced he's going to be fighting for Cage Titans in March. So I get some beans out of him. He'll be here so that, get some content about that. And he's going to be watching the fights at Neff, and he hates one of the fighters there, so he's going to be talking mad shit about his fight. It's going to be fucking awesome,
Love that.
man. Can't wait. So
that'll be a fun weekend.
That's it, man. We're growing here. We're going to, hit a bunch of platforms.
Yeah.
TikTok is thriving, and, good shit ahead. So 2023 is ours, man. The Room Podcast, man.
Fuck yeah, man.
Coming out in a
glad
blaze.
to be here. Yep, glad to be here.
Always, bro. Wednesday night, catch me and Tommy in the Room Podcast every Wednesday night. And in between, I will be doing my TikTok and, not too many one-on-one interviews lately, but I get inspired sometimes when a fighter tracks me down on Messenger, goes, hey, dude,
let me get in.
I got a fight coming, man. Can I get an interview? Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, man.
And there's ebbs and flows. Sometimes you're slammed with those one-on-ones, and then sometimes it chills out.
Yeah, and sometimes, I book one and it doesn't happen, and the fighter, can't make it, and it's like, I get like, I gotta, I'm not going through that again. I'll just do my podcast next week. It's hard setting up an interview. You know what I mean?
Scheduling the stuff.
Yeah, no, whatever. But with that said, hear my voice. I got that little.
It's kind of that
sexy?
Phoebe smelly cat shit. You get that reference?
I don't even know what I'm doing right now. So with that said, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We will be back. I will be back Friday doing my podcasting class on TikTok. But you won't see me here until next Wednesday. Next Wednesday we'll talk about Fight Companion.
Yep.
The fights happening on Combat FC.
Yep. That'll be a good
Get
one.
primed up. Get people interested in the Fight Companions coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And then Friday we're on again.
That's good.
Those
are always
Can you
fun.
make it 2 nights?
I don't think so. I think Friday's it.
All right.
Yep.
Fucking Tommy's like, yeah, we could do that. I ain't coming though.
I said a long weekend for you.
That's all right, man. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here anyway. I'll talk about the fights myself, or I don't give a shit.
No, you talking Wednesday and then Fight Companion? Is
Yeah.
that what you mean? Oh yeah, I thought you meant Friday and Saturday.
No, so you're gonna be here Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll do Wednesday. We'll prep for the
all right,
Fight
then.
Companion, and then I'll be here Friday.
All right then.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
thought
then.
you meant 2 nights in a row. Fight
No,
Companion.
I can't take
Friday
you away
and
from
Saturday.
the family 2 fucking nights.
Friday
on
and
the
Saturday's
weekend.
tough.
No, I know that. Know that.
You got my
man.
wife coming in,
Yeah,
fighting,
dude, I gotta
calling in.
rest. Like I gotta rest
Oh,
his
yeah.
voice till then. So
Vocal exercises for you
yeah, I'm not drinking any beer until
till tomorrow.
Nah, I'm not. I'm gonna take off until I don't know, maybe the weekend. Sometimes I go like a whole week.
Sure.
Like I feel good. I'm like, I don't need a beer, and then I go play cards, and like as soon as I walk in, they order me a beer. I'm like, all right, here we go.
Well, that's what I'm like for here. I'm like, I need beers for that
I
Fight
actually have
Companion.
beers here behind me. I'm not drinking.
No, it's fine.
I'm all cool. I just was sick. I gotta get ready to it.
Listen to your body.
Definitely. I feel good, Mike, but
Yeah.
I sound like shit.
I
So with
wouldn't
that
even
said, Tommy, thank you as always.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you out there. Follow us everywhere. Follow the Room Podcast everywhere. With that said, thank you, people.
Cheers. Good night.
We the fuck out of here.